All right, so we're going to continue with the notes here from yesterday on finding the distance between 2 points on a coordinate plane. Um, so we have a house. It says the pentagon on the grid represents the front view of a dollhouse in Kaylin's toy room. Use the grid to answer A through B. Okay. If each unit on the grid represents 1 centimeter, uh, list the lengths of each segment below. Okay, so the first segment we are going to find is AB. This is AB. And so for that one, we do need the Pythagorean theorem. So fortunately for us, we have this to help us out. There's our right triangle. So let's see. What are the lengths involved? Looks like this is 6. And 8. We have legs of size 6 and 8. So I think this is one of the few that we're going to have to calculate, because I can already tell AB is going to be the same as BC. So whatever length we get for AB will be the same as BC. So let's just go ahead and figure that out. I'm going to do the work here on the side. So what do we have? 6 squared? Oh, it's going to be 100? 8 squared, yeah. It is going to be 100 because this is 36 plus 64, that's 100. So that means our length for AB is 10. So this is 10 centimeters. And then they want us to figure out the length for BC, which is also 10 centimeters. So they're in centimeters. CD, well, that one we can count just straight up, right? And what is that, 5? 5 centimeters. AE, or they're calling it EAAE, same segment. Let's just get that out of the way. I should be labeling these as I go along, actually. I believe so. It is 6 and 6. 12. Okay, so we found all the sides. Thank goodness for symmetry. 1/2. Basically, our line of symmetry was right here. One side was identical to the other. So figuring out the lengths turned out to be pretty easy. We got to find the perimeter, so we got to add all these up. 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 12 plus 5. Okay, yeah. 42. Pretty, not too bad. All right, Okay, let's move on to the next one. In the graph below, point A represents Aria's house, point B represents Bridget's house, and point C represents Capri's house. Uh, each unit on the graph represents 2 miles. Okay, I'm going to highlight that because that's a conversion factor. We're going to have to convert to miles with that conversion. To the nearest tenth, find the distance of the most direct path between each pair of houses. Okay, so we want to go from Aria to Bridget's house. Aria to Bridget's. So that would be A to B. A to B. So let's make a right triangle for that. I think we'll go this way. We draw horizontal, then vertical. $11. Thank you. So we got from A to B, it's 11 squared plus 5 squared equals C squared. So what is that? 121 plus 25 equals C squared. And that's 146. Okay. And now we have to find the square root of 146. It's about right, yeah. 12.6. We just get that here. (146) raised to the 0.5 power. If you're able to find, if it has a caret button to find exponents, the square root is the 0.5 power. It's 1/2. The 1/2 power of anything is its square root. And it's 12.1. So we get 12.1. But we have to multiply it by our conversion, which is 2. And so that would be 24.2. (24.2 miles). Okay. So moving right along, we're going to find the distance from Bridget to Capri's house. So let's do that one. Let's go Bridget to Capri's. This distance here. So let's make a right triangle. What is it? Oh, across here? Yeah. And over here we've got 1, 2, 5. So we've got 9 and 5, and that's Bridget to Capri's. So that's 9 squared plus 5 squared. Equals c squared. 81 plus 25. And that's what, 106? Get the square root of that. Okay, here we go. Square root of 106. And that's going to round to 10.3 mile. 10.3. We'll get the miles in a second. So we get 10.3 times 2. And that's what, 20.6? 20.6. All right. And then the last one's going to be Capri to Aria's house. Capri to Aria. Let's do that one. So we've got 2 there. That's an interesting looking shape. 2 there, and then we're going to go we're going from 6, that's 6 there, and 4 there, that's 10. So 2 and 10. And that's Capri to Aria's house. So let's do 10 squared plus 2 squared equals c squared. 100 plus 4 equals c squared, so 104. And we want the square root of 104, which is just about a little over 10. Question is it 10.0 or 10.1 or 10.2? Let's find out. Yeah. 10.2. So we've got 10.2 times 2, so 20.4. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. We're done with the notes. I'm going to put the glue sticks up in a bit, but the assignment for today is a Delta Math assignment.